Hey, what is up guys? Welcome to the analysis portion of the previous game we just played. In this video I'm gonna go through my thought processes as well as analyze basically my move to move basis and try to explain my thoughts and try to see where I made a mistake without using the engine. So just try to ponder a bit more about what I could have done. And then we'll turn on the engine at the end. So yeah, let's dive right into it. So I'm just gonna see the game review at the start here. We do have a solid 84% accuracy, which is pretty good. I would say it's pretty good. The only issue is the mistakes we made along the way. I think at the end game where we blundered the knight wasn't very good, and also trading down everything, we only managed to win that because he like instantly blundered the bishop, so not too good on our end. Otherwise, yeah, he could have just played bishop f1 defending the pawn on g2 instead of playing king f2 and defend the pawn, and he just hangs the knight on c4. So yeah, but we'll dive right into it. So I'm just gonna turn on the eval and the lines here. So I'm just gonna change the scene. Sorry for the so I'm just gonna change the scene to this one. Yep. So now we're gonna take a look at the games without any help. So e4 c5, d4 d5, I mean e4 not c5, e4 c6, d4 d5. Then we have the move knight c3. So knight c3 is the main line, I think, of the Caro-Kann. And usually there's two ways you can play this. You can either play bishop f5 or you can play knight f6. And knight f6 is the move that I've learned. It's a lot less theory than playing bishop f5. I have no clue what the theory is here. I know you go here, here, and like something like this happens, but I don't really know what's going on there. Instead, I've learned this knight f6 line, and the idea is when they take, you want to be able to just castle quickly, put your bishops on d6, and depending on where white goes, so if white like plays a very convenient like knight f3, you can just pin, very easy. The main moves that white has is probably like bishop c4, and I like to play knight a6, giving up this. But then I get the two bishops, and if he doesn't take, and if he doesn't take and plays this is the point is we want to, why I play knight a6 is because we want to put our bishop out to d6. That's always the main square our bishop wants to go. But then if we get hit with this, it gets a bit annoying. We don't want to trade queens. We have like the worst pawn structure. We want to keep pieces on the board and try to like get an attack. And so yeah, we don't want to go here also because we just lose a pawn. And then this is just very bad for us. So we can't go bishop d6. And where's our bishop going? It can't go here. There's like no way. And going bishop f5 doesn't really make sense. So that's why this knight a6 move exists. The point is like they can try and damage the pawns, and we don't even take back with the pawn actually. We go to queen a5 check. That's the point. And then we go here, we take, and we preserve the pawn structure, so they don't really have to take. Instead they can play, I think, knight e2. We still have the check, so they can't take. And then maybe they can play like this. Then maybe now we can play knight c7. But this violates two moves in opening. We always just gotta make sure we still have queen a5. I think we still have queen a5, so I think we can just castle here. They can maybe start playing h5. Then maybe we play h5 first. h4, then maybe we can play h5 ourselves. But I don't know, these lines are of course very spicy here, yeah? Then now I think we can drop our knight back. And then we play. This is like how I would play that position. Yeah, so here, the problem with openings is that like they give you the ideas, but if you can't remember them, you're on your own. So at this point when he retreats, trying to play like a normal classical, I'm already a bit lost because I don't remember. I didn't study this. I did study it, but I probably forgot already. I haven't touched theory in a while. So I had to think about this position. As you can see in the game, I was thinking a bit about this. So I had a few options here. I can play a very passive move e6, locking my bishop in. You don't really want this to happen, but I think it's a fair move. Like we can get bishop e7 and castles, and then we'll just have to find a way to develop this bishop. So I think e6 was fine, perfectly solid move. The other idea I have is h5, trying to like harass this knight here. But with the queen still on the board, I don't really want to push my kingside pawns. It's quite a risky endeavor. Because, I mean, my goal is like white to have to reply to h4, and then I get the nice g4 square. I can play g6, bishop g7. Yeah, so that was my idea. So those are my two options. Sorry. So here, yeah. So but I didn't like h5 because even though it harasses the knight, I think it's very sound as well. Usually when you see a knight on g3, you want to harass it with h5, or like when you see a knight on this square, like you want to harass it with your h or a pawns. Yeah, usually it's the h pawn. Yeah, you want to harass it with the h pawn. So I think it's a fair move. I think it's a very legit move. I think that's probably what the theory would suggest, but I didn't want to. It's a long game. If my opponent knows his theory, I might get cooked. I didn't want to go into that. So I played g6. I think it makes a lot of sense, g6, because we can't develop our bishop out. And if you just go e6 now, we kind of lock our bishop in. So I guess the other way to develop would just be g6, which is what I play in the game. And I think it's a very reasonable move. My opponent developed his knight, very standard, developed the knights before bishops. I developed my bishop, I mean I played g6, where else was my bishop gonna go? Once again, maintaining the bishop's diagonal. He develops the bishop to e2, I castle, he plays c3, and I play this move queen c7. I'm not sure if queen c7 was the best, but I didn't want to go knight d7, blocking my bishop. But maybe this was better, because I can go for e5 straight away. So instead I played queen c7 to prepare e5. Because I thought maybe, like, okay, I'm taking away the f4 square for the opponent's bishop. I'm sure this isn't too bad. But I guess it violates, because you don't really want to develop your queen too early. You want to develop your pieces here. And my pieces on the queen's side look very sad. He plays h4, I play h5. Yeah, and this bishop g5 move I did not like. I really didn't like this move. Because, well, is he going to take? And, like, sack? And, like, I don't know. I don't know what this bishop wants to accomplish here. I've been like I would have played bishop e3, then queen d2, and maybe can consider bishop h6. But here I get my bishop out to. So here I could try to go knight d7, but once again, like, why do I want to seal in my bishop? I bring my bishop out before anything happens. Queen d2, and then I go knight d7, got all my minor pieces out, rooks are connected, my queen was already out, so I've completed my development. My opponent still hasn't castled. And then he plays this bishop h6 move, which I did not like again, because he's moved this bishop twice. So now I can just very timely, with this extra tempo, play e5. And here I'm just really happy with my position. I thought he would probably castle queen side, and then I would play rook d8, x-raying, and we would have a game. But he played this move, king f1. I think his idea was he wanted to be on the king side instead, and then bring his rook this way. Although the issue with that is the rooks aren't connected, which I try to exploit in the game. Rook d8, I think still pretty good. Queen g5, threatening, looks like it threatens knight h5, but I can take the bishop, and g4 is still sufficiently defended, so there's no such thing. If this here, I can't take with the pawn, but I can take with the bishop. So overall, pretty happy, no issues there. I carry on with the plan. I brought my rooks to the open file, and at this point, I think I have like amazing position. I think a +2, or like maybe -2, I would say. G1, I play e takes d. So my other option was to play this. However, I was pretty scared of like knight takes, for some reason. And after takes, there's always ideas of knight h5 or knight f5. Like if I take this, maybe there's some, I don't know, I don't know what's going on here, you know, like I can't go to here or here because I get checked. So, I don't know, like this is terrifying. I don't want to get into this. So instead I went for the very principled e takes d4. And I think here, I'm pretty happy, I got my position, and now I can double rooks, which is what I played. He got this very nice pin. Yeah, and I got into some issues here after he played f3. So I think f3 was a really nice try. I would have traded off the... I wanted to try and make this work. I didn't see anything. Yeah, I didn't see any way to checkmate. Because his knights are doing a really good job of defending. And yeah, I didn't see a way forward. And I got two things hanging, so... Yeah, I mean, this is not that good. I mean, this is bad. So I didn't see anything there. I can't take with this rook because I hang the queen, so I take with this rook. Here, and I was stuck here. I was getting low on time. I spent like a lot of time on this move. Like 215 to 35. Because I mean, I was like, okay, he might untangle very soon if I'm not too careful. Here there's f4. And I was just thinking what I want. My knight here on d7 is not very good, but I can't seem to get it into the game. So I was like, okay, my queen is not doing a good job on this diagonal either. It's being blocked by the rook. So I decided, okay, I want to improve my queen. I think I see this idea of triple stack, which is what I played. And now he's almost untangled, and I think I should have been more critical, but I have not enough time here, which is a shame. Because maybe I'm pretty sure there is some tactic here that I just cannot spot. So I played this. And then here I allowed bishop c4. So maybe here I should have played this move b4 here before anything. And that should like really clamp down on my opponent's play. I mean, he can't move his bishop still. And yeah, if he goes here now, then maybe I have this check. Right? But he can block. Yeah, so I need a he's able to untangle here, which is pretty sad. Maybe it looks like geometrically there's a fork, but the knight protects. Takes, and we have nothing. So here, I probably missed something. I don't see, oops. Yeah, I don't see, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't see it, unfortunately. So I didn't manage to spot it. Yeah, this was how I was played. c5, I played to kick the queen away. But maybe I should have kept the diagonal for myself. And maybe rook d5. Darn. The idea is I want to bring my knight to the e5 square. Or like maybe here actually. Maybe here I should just went here, yeah? Yeah, I think this might have been the way. Yeah, and then he can't stop. He just can't stop 93. Here, just 93. And I mean, what did I just take? Wait, was this pawn always hanging? Oh, I'm threatening this as well. Yeah, I can just take this. Loses the bishop, so you can move. And here, I mean, there's gotta be something, right? I don't know, but after my queen d2 was played, and I trade off everything. Here I thought I was just gonna play this, but he decides to hang his whole bishop. Yeah, and over here it was okay. I didn't have to hang my knight. I could have just played this. Yeah, no, nothing to worry about. I can just play like probably this. Then might also go here and cover these squares. And this would have been a lot cleaner. Instead, I managed to hang my knight. I got into this endgame, which I think was winning because of my pass pawn on the queen side. Got a little bit dicey here, but I managed to queen. I preserved my knight, and this is just winning. So overall, pretty good game. We'll take a look now at the accuracy. Yeah. So let's take a look at our mistakes. H4 was bad. Yeah, this move bishop g5 I did not like because I have the c5 straight away. And then rook d8, and then here d5. Wow. Wow. Yeah, the point is I think we get a c5 break in. So apart from e5, we can go for the c5 break, which I completely forgot. And that's the point of trying to look out for your pawn breaks. c5 very strong. We get this, and if they don't push, I think they have to push, and we're really good. We're doing good here. So that is what happened in the game. Got our bishop out. Not the best. They still want c5. Still want c5. Yeah, and at this point, rook after e8 was they want. King takes g. Okay, knight takes e5. I thought was okay for me because I can do this. And they take, I take. Of course, they can take d takes, but I got a pin. Yeah, I thought I was doing pretty good here. I got g5, but then I get these double pawns. Yeah, but he gets the double pawns too. Okay, maybe I wasn't as good as I thought. Yeah, but at this point, I got c5. Wow. Okay, c5 is hard to spot. I just force this trade. Yeah, but I played e takes d, which is like a top line as well. I think it was the second line just now. Yeah, and there was never a clear tactic, I feel, because I didn't have a missed win. They didn't say I missed. c4 here, so that I can play rook takes e, and queen check. c4 to prevent bishop c4. Wow. And he managed to find the thing that equalized the position. Instead, what I should have played was c4 or rook d5. Ah, yes, rook d5. I did see that in my analysis earlier. Rook d5 somewhere. Possibly a good move. Yeah, queen here, then yeah, just play rook takes d2. I mean, sorry, rook d4. Can play c5, takes. Yeah, and then rook d2. Sacrificing a pawn, but a rook on the 7 for the second rank is worth more than a pawn, yeah? Or worth at least a pawn. This is killer, Wait, but takes. We're going here, okay. Yeah, rook takes e4. Takes h4 check. Knight f4. You can't take that, so. Wow, this checkmate. Okay, yeah, overall, pretty good. I had one blunder here, I think. Oh, this is still winning best move? Wow. Okay, maybe I was a genius, yeah? Yeah, I could have just played like this, right? Yeah, no need to complicate, but I played well. Created a pass pawn. Okay, I should have played this. And after it takes, I can play a4. And this is a lot faster, I guess. Knight takes b3 is the idea, guaranteeing the promotion square. And I just come in and win the pawn. Yeah, and the knight is tied down to this pawn. Wow, okay. Instead I play like this, and this looks like a draw until it blundered. Yeah, so I did blunder in the endgame, but overall we managed to win, so good for us. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!